Hi everyone. So today I want to make a video about whether or not New York City needs loop lines. And I got a few options of how a loop line around New York City should look like. Um, last year, I made a video about why we should have loop lines around the world in general, because the radial lines connects the suburbs or the outer boroughs with the city, right? But if you're going from the outer borough to the outer borough and you're not going to the city center, um, you have to take the radial line into the city and back out, or you have to take a bus or something, right? So that's why I think we need some more circle lines. Um, and maybe it does not have to be a entire loop. It can be half a loop or something like that. But today we're going to talk about I mapped out a few options for an entire loop line, and we're going to discuss maybe we do not need the entire thing, right? And we're going to get started. So the first one is actually this one was from somebody who commented on my video a few days ago. Actually yesterday. Um, like when the video is published, it should be yesterday, and so he said he wanted a loop line, a possible circle line from Riverdale running east across Bronx and then turning south to cross the East River, run through Queens, and then connect with the L lines running to Manhattan. And that's what I did. So you can kind of look at it. This is the L line, right? Like this portion, like he said, he wanted to use the L line, and I think it was somewhere like around here. Yeah, I think it's somewhere like around here. It went off the L line, right? And it's a new route. So I think it's here because the L goes down to Broadway Junction. So I think it's here. It goes out. And I mapped it to use the former Lower Montauk branch. And then it will just run to here to Jamaica and then along Grand Central Parkway. Like this is just a really rough brainstorming, and so it's not like I'm really serious about proposing this. It's a really rough draft proposal. And we'll come to the Bronx, and like he said, he wanted all the lines to be connected. So this is a six. This is five, I think. This is the two, right? The Wakefield is a two, and then this is a D train, and this is a four train, right? And to connect with D, I had to go down and back up. Yeah, because the D is here. So and then because he wanted to go to Riverdale, it has to go like this. Because I don't think you can like go through the park. I don't think that will be possible. So I just made it go outside of the park and made it like a U-turn, U-shape line. And then it will come down here and then it will run parallel to the one and the A train. We just go all the way down, and like here it will be kind of serving a transit desert, like the west side of Manhattan. And we will transfer with the seven here, and it will come down here and go back onto the L train. So what do I think about this? I mean, like maybe segments of it is needed, but maybe not the entire thing. Like I think we need a line on the west side of Manhattan, and we need a cross Bronx subway, and maybe a line to connect Bronx and Queens here. Yeah, but I don't think it's feasible to do the entire thing, right? Because the L train is going down to Canarsie, and you have this separate loop line operating on it. I don't know if that would be possible, right? But I think some segments of it is valuable and should maybe be built, like the west side of Manhattan, cross Bronx, a line from Queens to Bronx, something like that, right? And yeah, that's the first one. This was suggested by someone who viewed my video and commented. Okay, we're gonna look at the second one. And the second one is, I think I'm guessing now, like it's gonna be a loop line formed with the IBX, right? The IBX is here, and then it will go into Staten Island, into New Jersey, and go all the way up here. And this part kind of overlaps with the alignment for the first one. And then it comes down using the northeast corridor, and then comes back to the current IBX alignment. And here, because I didn't want to make Brooklyn Army Terminal like a separate one-stop spur, so I just made it like this. But I don't know, like it will have to like curve and go into Staten Island. And then it's gonna use the North Shore branch in Staten Island, and it's gonna swing into Newark Airport. We'll go through here, here. Again, this is a rough draft. I didn't take it so like detailed, and yeah, it's really a rough draft brainstorming. Um, um, I don't think the west part is needed. Maybe the eastern part, to Staten Island and to the Bronx, will be a half a circle. Maybe it will be useful, right? But the western half, um, maybe not. I have to see, right? I have to see. Yeah, that's the second one. Okay, so the third one, I think you can guess it right now, is the M train loop. And I think this one has been brought up a lot. So and this one I think is the shortest one that has to build with new infrastructure because it's just a short extension of the M train. And this M train ends here, right? And the other terminal of the M train is here. So basically, it's going to go along Metropolitan Avenue, turn onto Continental Avenue, and then just go into here. And I think this is one that I think is most feasible, maybe, and somewhat useful, right? Kind of makes a connection here. Um, I think this one is the one that is going to be most easy to be built because it's just a short segment that is new. The rest is existing infrastructure. The other ones you have like long segments that is brand new, right? Even IBX is proposed, but it didn't even start yet. I mean, it started planning, but it hasn't started construction. And even though it uses a existing right of way, it still needs to be constructed, right? So, yeah, this is the M train. I think this is the most feasible. And for the last one is one that will be a loop inside of Manhattan. It will be using it will use the 14th Street line, which is the L train, the Second Avenue Subway, a possible 125th Street crossdown of the Second Avenue Subway, and then a subway line on the west side of Manhattan, which will form a loop around Manhattan Island. So what do I think about this one? I think like all these segments is needed, but maybe it doesn't need to be running as a loop, right? People can just transfer, right? Because Second Avenue Subway, the L train, if you just the L train is a line without any interlining, and if you just mix something into it, right? The L train, the Second Avenue Subway, and run a loop line. I don't know if it will work or not. But yeah, maybe the west side can be a extension of the L train, and the east side would just be the Second Avenue Subway and an extension across 125th Street. Yeah, but does it have to combine to a single route to operate as a loop? It has to be studied, I think, but like each of these segments should be built. The Second Avenue Subway, the 25th Street Crosstown, the West Side, a subway on the west side of Manhattan. Like, yeah, and yeah, that is the four loops that I was thinking about for possible alignments. Again, this is not a serious proposal. This is just brainstorming how it could be possible a loop line around New York City or the New York metro area. And yeah, what do you think about it? If you have any better ideas of how a loop line could look like in New York City, you can comment it down in the comment section below. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.